Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Win. My name is Tim. I'm joined by my co-host Ken,
Hello, everyone.
and today we figured we'll put the tinfoil hats on. We'll take off the politic hats. Ken, tell me about aliens.
All right. So this is the slam dunk we choose to end the week with. Uh, Let me start out by saying I am a tinfoil hat wearer. I am a little bit of a conspiracy nut, if I may, but aliens are not real. Neither are UFOs. This only became 100% solidified in my mind once the U.S. government, corrupt as shit, decided to come out and say, "Oh yeah, it's real. It's realer than reality." Oh, yeah, wonderful. So you spent 100 or so, well, probably close to like 60 to 80 years, telling us that they're not real. Don't get worried. It's nothing. It's just we're trying out new spacecraft. And now all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, they've been real this whole time and we've been lying to you.
While
Hmm.
possible.
I don't know. I think this is a double lie here. I think they're lying to us about them lying.
Yeah, that sounds like the government I know.
Always lying to cover up their tracks. See, when you always lie, nothing is the truth. There's no double reverse psychology nonsense shenanigans here. It's just straightforward. They've been lying to us
If
and they continue it.
if aliens were there, why is only one government saying something? As
Mm.
much as the movies like to make America the center of attention, there are 200 and something other countries in the world that aliens could land, and most of them don't have, state-run media like we do. Shout out to CNN, MSDNC, and NPR.
Wow. Wow. Sparing no expense there on that one. That was a
No,
good one.
but there's no reason they
Uh,
don't land in, Zimbabwe or something, right?
well, I
Well, I
have
mean, there's a lot of reasons you
I've
don't
listened
land
to
there,
a lot
but
of these. I've listened to a lot of these theories, Tim, my boy, and let me tell you, there have been some kind of interesting ones that where I was like, this could be believable if I, were a little more medicated, and there were some where it's just completely laughable, right? And suffice to say, I have heard the ones where it's like, oh yeah, aliens landed and they helped with the pyramids in Egypt and stuff. Oh, it's like
you too watch the History
how?
Channel.
No, no, not even the History Channel, because we all know the Ancient Aliens meme. That's why I stopped watching anything that said aliens. Period. And pretty much anything on the History Channel.
Because it's all aliens now, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I've talked to some people in my travels. I'm still young, but I know enough people here. They think that there is some truth to that. And it's like, okay, that's pretty fascinating, but I have seen zero evidence to support that. So keep dreaming, buddy. I've heard the one, gosh, it was on TV maybe a few weeks ago. There's this guy, I forget his name. He was exploring someplace in South America, and
Mm-hmm.
like there's supposedly this mine with one shaft. It was like actually a library of like lost treasure and books and stuff, but it was never found or something. Then it got found one time in the late 1900s and then abandoned again. Well, turns out there was some items recovered from it, and yeah, I mean, he kind of debunks it right there. I forget specifically what it was. He was like, yeah, these alloys are a little strange for, what we say the time is, but if we just say that the time is, 200 years ahead, it's right on par with human history. So perhaps we got the timing wrong. Perhaps this is human technology.
You
So,
don't say.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I've seen plenty of different ones. Oh, aliens landed here, they landed there, they're over here, they're over there, they got that rock, that's a meteorite from an alien. And it's like, none of them have shown me any good evidence. What do you think, Tim? I know you're a more sciency guy. You're more empirical, excuse me, kind of guy. What do you got?
Well, you see, there is some actual science behind all of this.
Wow.
Science quote. The main thing that comes to mind is the Fermi paradox. Anyone who's looked into anything about aliens knows it. it's basically the question of, if life is so easy, why haven't they come calling by now? It's a really simple
Uh,
question. It's if there are aliens out there, why like we've been searching for the better part of 60 years now, right? With SETI and other scientific methods, Voyagers. If they are out there, why haven't we seen them?
mm,
And so you look into it, and out of the millions upon millions of planets that we found in the Milky Way galaxy, I think something less than a dozen of them are actually capable of sustaining life as we know it. So, I mean, that is astronomically small in terms of the number. And then you look in, there's this thing called the Great Filter. And basically what that says is that there's basically there's points where society has to hit, or life has to hit in general, in order to advance. And like the first one is being able to, sustain life on a planet. And then like, having things that evolve into people, into stuff, right? And there's a lot of science behind it, and where we are on the great filters and what our next great filter is. And realistically, all it comes down to is there is very minimal chance that even we will become a spacefaring race. And if the odds are stacked against us, they're just as stacked against anyone else becoming a spacefaring race. And when you consider that, assuming every planet that's out there that could have life on it does, that is, like a dozen planets, all with near negligible odds of achieving space travel. It's just the odds are stacked against alien life, especially alien life making it to Earth.
wow, that's fascinating because I remember growing up, that was kind of one of the big things was, oh, there's so many planets, there has to be life developed on some of them. So I'm actually very glad that you mentioned there's a little bit of a distinction in what we're talking about here. That kind of clears that up for me.
Yeah, and I mean, we humans as a whole are just an anomaly on the galactic scale. When you look at, I think out of there's 9 great filters, and we're on like number 8, which is basically like advancing towards being able to traverse space. Being able to make it through any of the other filters is astronomically near impossible. So, like, the odds of us making it this far is already stacked against us.
Wow. Well, you add all this up together, and to me, it just screams that aliens aren't real. Those real conspiracy nuts that think the world governments are going to try and take us over with an alien false flag. Yes, I've heard this one too. You can probably stop that now because it's just about over. It's dead. I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, if you think that we missed something and you have like actual arguments to be made, go ahead and drop them in the comments. We'd be glad to debate this. But if it's just you screeching about aliens and that the ancient alien guys is right, go ahead and drop a comment. We'll make fun of you. Don't you worry. And on that great note, we hope you all have a great day, and God bless.